The jaguar is the largest cat found in the Americas. It looks like the leopard because it shares a common ancestor who crossed the Bering Land Bridge during the Pleistocene. The best place in the world to see this magnificent animal is Brazil's Pantanal. 20 hours of flying time gets us to Cuiabá, the jumping off place for the Pantanal. A short distance from Cuiabá, we find the road that'll take us into the largest wetland in the world.
Transpantaneira, here starts the Pantanal of Mato Grosso.
This road is more than 140 kilometers with 121 bridges. At the end of the road is the river system that is part of the jaguar habitat. There are two seasons in the Pantanal, wet and dry. We are visiting during the dry season. In the wet season, water levels can reach as much as 8 to 10 feet higher, flooding much of the area. We have spotted jaguars prior to this sighting, but this is the first photo op we have had. Unlike most big cats, jaguars love water, playing, fishing, bathing, swimming. It's part of their natural environment. And just as quickly as this one has appeared, it disappears. Morning comes early, and we have little need for an alarm clock, for each morning an evening symphony awaits us. What brings all the birds and wildlife to this area? Well, it's an abundance of food, starting with the aquatic environment. Birds such as the black-collared hawk pluck fish from the river. And several species of kingfisher live up to their name. The beautiful anhinga is very adept at handling its prey. But feeding is not the only activity that birds partake in. There are over 1,000 species of birds in the area. Here are but a few of them. But we're here to see jaguars, so when the call goes out that one has been spotted, we hurry to that site. Jaguars love to relax. They seek shade for protection from the heat and prefer to be near the water. There's only so much intense relaxation that one can watch, so after a while we decide it's time to move on, go on down the river and see what other animals are around. The largest deer in South America is the marsh deer. This species is listed as threatened due to habitat loss. This fox is named for its ability to find crabs on muddy floodplains. Its main contribution is for the control of rodents and harmful insects. The coati is a member of the raccoon family with a formidable sense of smell. Its long snout can be rotated 60 degrees in any direction. Tapirs are the largest mammals in South America and considered vulnerable to extinction because of poaching and habitat loss. Marmosets are more primitive than most monkeys, having claws instead of nails. Their primitive brain layout shows they are an early form of monkey. Also known as the organ grinder monkey, this primate is high on the intelligence scale and has been the subject of much lab research. The howler males are black, the females and young are gold. This monkey is facing pressure due to habitat loss and export for the pet trade. When we look closely at this pond, we find something very interesting: baby caiman. It's estimated there are about 10 million Yalkari caiman within the Pantanal. Adults can grow to as large as 8 feet. Their diet consists mainly of fish and birds, and occasionally a capybara. This caiman must be saying about now, I'll have to wait till I'm a little bit bigger before I take on that size capybara. So for today, I guess fish are going to be on the menu. The capybara is the world's largest rodent. With eyes and nose on top of their head, they are adept at using the water for hiding from their enemies. Their partially webbed feet add to their swimming ability. Their diet consists mainly of grasses and aquatic plants. These animals are highly social. A typical group of 10 to 20 would have the dominant male, several other males, and twice as many females, and the rest are juveniles. Everything is shared, including nursing duties. Another important and interesting mammal in this area is the highly intelligent giant river otter. Besides being the largest of the otter family, these are the noisiest. Distinct vocalizations have been documented that indicate alarm, aggressiveness, and reassurance. These are apex predators, not on the jaguar menu, but competing for the same food supply. Hunting and poaching in the past have led to severe reductions in the populations, and now habitat loss is its biggest threat. Among the rarest of the otter family, their population estimated to be below 5,000. They are one of the most endangered mammals in the neotropics. When the call comes out that another jaguar has been spotted, we're glad we have one of the fastest boats on the river, and we have a driver that knows the river well. And here's what we've been looking for, what looks to be a great chance to observe an active jaguar. While it was the lure of finding jaguars that brought us here in the first place, the abundance of rare and exotic species across the animal kingdom make Brazil's Pantanal a must-see destination for anyone interested in nature and wildlife. But this diverse ecosystem is threatened. 99% of the Pantanal is privately owned for the purposes of agriculture and ranching. And deforestation has destroyed 17% of the natural vegetation. If left unchecked, all the forests could disappear within the next half-century. What we have seen and photographed could just be a historical footnote. But what we have also observed is that ranchers are turning from cattle and crops to tourism, and this gives us hope that this area can be preserved, and that adventures into this wild region that we have so enjoyed will continue to be available to travelers in the future.